Hi everyone, and how has this first week of our month of prayer been for you? It's been an opportunity to rest in God and to seek His guidance and direction for us and for our church. I hope it's been a real blessing to you. And today I want to reflect on an event in the life of the prophet Elijah, to encourage us all to continue listening to God, to hear what He has to say to us. Elijah had just achieved powerful and very visible victory over false prophets. The queen of the country at the time was upset, and she threatened to have Elijah killed. He was afraid, he ran away, coming to a place referred to as the Mountain of God. Frightening things happened next. A powerful wind tore the mountain apart. An earthquake shook the earth. A fire blazed brightly. And you can read about this in 1 Kings chapter 19. Then even though these things, the wind and the earthquake and the fire, were impressive, God was not there. God was not in them. And then God spoke in a gentle whisper. And He asked Elijah why he was there, what he was doing on the mountain. Elijah spoke about the people rejecting God, about all of God's prophets being killed and him being the only one left and him being in danger of his life. A voice of desperation, of despair, of there being no point in carrying on. A voice of no hope. But God told him to go back. God gave him specific instructions. God told him there was more for Elijah to do. And God told him that he was not alone. There were still others left who were faithful to God as well. In that moment, as God spoke to him, a lot of things were happening. The first is that Elijah heard God's voice and focused on it. Everything else receded into the background. He was still there, but it wasn't of primary importance to Elijah. He was focusing on God. His assumptions were challenged. He had to change his understanding to match the reality of what God said to him. He thought something was true. God told him something was different was true. He had to accept what God was saying. He was given a new mission, a new job to do for God. What he'd done in the past was great, but God wanted more for him to do. Today, this month, let's spend time reflecting on the greatness of God. Let's spend time listening to His voice. Let's allow everything else, our hopes, our fears, our ideas, to fade into the background and to just hear God speaking to us. Let's be prepared for the things we think are true to be challenged as God reveals Himself and His purposes to us. Let's listen to Him. Let's be willing to be obedient to Him. And Val will be speaking more about the need to be obedient to Jesus in our Spark service this weekend. Let's prepare ourselves to be encouraged, to be changed, to be renewed.